I want to show you how to use the pocket feature. So I'm going to start with that closed profile from before, exit sketch mode, pad the feature using the dimension limit. And then using the front surface, we're going to enter into sketch mode and create that rectangular feature that we'll then use to pocket to create a void. I'm going to go ahead and constrain the four sides 12.5 away from the three sides, and then a height of 20. And we'll go ahead and create its own pocket here. And instead of using the traditional dimension constraint, we use up to next. And basically that just goes up to the next surface, which happens to be the full distance of this object. Now let's go ahead and create a new sketch that has the two circles that we'll pocket. And then we'll go ahead and make the circle concentric with the arc. And by placing both of them on the same sketch, then they'll just create pockets of the same dimensional length together. Then we'll exit the sketch, select the pocket feature, and just use the traditional dimension length. So this, you have to know the depth, but I'm going to choose to go through the whole thing and use the depth as equivalent to the pad. And that completes our part. So for the drafted filleted pocket, we're going to remove material. We're going to start in the top surface and create a square that's going to be a little bit smaller than what our pad is, so 80 by 80. Then we're going to exit. Well, let's see. I'm going to set a dimension to the midpoint because it looks like I missed the coincident relationship. Exit the sketch. And then enter into the drafted filleted pocket. So here we're going to select the depth. I'm going to set it as 20 so you can see what happens. The second limit, when we set it to that bottom surface, it's actually going to set the distance from there. You can see it's got the fillet and everything going on, but it's actually measuring from that second limit. So we need to change that to 80 so that it can pocket up and leave 20. And that's what we end up with. So just so you can see this inside better, we'll do the dynamic sectioning tool and use the front plane there as our cutting plane. So you can see we've got that uniform thickness now. Next, we'll do the multi-pocket. So we're going to enter into sketch mode on the bottom surface and create two circles. So on the same sketch, we have one that's larger than the first base, and then one that fits inside of the smaller base. I'm going to exit the sketch, select our feature, multi-pocket tool, and then select individually each circle and create a dimension for each one. So the larger circle first, we're going to cut it 40. Looks like it's going the wrong direction, so we'll flip that using the little arrow in the middle. And then for the second, the smaller of the two holes, we're going to set that to 90. And then that leaves us a little bit of a gap at the top that it doesn't cut all the way through. So then again, the dynamic sectioning tool on that front plane lets you see what's inside a little bit better. And that's our completed part.